That's it.
No sad.
No sad.
No sad.
No sad.
Sad. No sad.
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 Yeah. Hobson. Funk volume. Come on. Keep sleeping on me. Hollywood ass rapper.
Sagging is a manner of wearing trousers or jeans which sag so that the top of the trousers or jeans are significantly below the waist, sometimes revealing much of the underwear.
Aaron is a senior here at Mays High School. He believes that sagging is a part of self-expression.
I was born into it. My brothers. Yeah. Around the neighborhood, mall, schools, stuff like that. It's a trending topic. Late 90s.
It's going down for real.
According to Greg Mathis, sagging was adopted from the United States prison system where belts are sometimes prohibited to prevent prisoners from using them as weapons or committing suicide by hanging themselves. The style was later popularized by hip-hop artists in the 1990s. It later became a symbol of freedom and cultural awareness among some youths. In Fort Worth, Texas, the local transportation authority implemented a policy in June 2011 that prohibited any passenger from boarding a bus while wearing sagging pants that exposes their underwear or buttocks. Signs were posted on buses saying, "Pull them up or find another ride," and one city council member was looking for funds for a billboard campaign.
Tyreek Carr is a sophomore at Benjamin E. Mays High School. He is a part of Mays marching band. Tyreek comes from a single-parent home where his mother doesn't approve of sagging. When asked his opinion on sagging, he stated, "It's a ghetto mentality and it gives you a bad image."
They dress proper, they did not wear their pants down or nothing. I wasn't raised like that. Present myself as a man. Rich gang.
Tyreek thinks hip-hop is also something that influences young people to say it today, but he doesn't let that influence him. He hopes that one day it will go away because he doesn't think that's a good way to present yourself.
I would say it's enhanced by it. I listen to all types of music.
Who's your favorite artist?
I would say Rich Gang. Hopefully it will. Well, because you wouldn't go to a job interview, have your pants on the ground.
Dante Wall was asked a variety of questions about sagging and the self-expression of sagging.
Sagging is just not for me. I just never saw myself as a big sagger. My mom, my dad, my aunt, and the majority of my family. I'm praying that it will, but the way people are dressing these days, I doubt it. I've been asked that before, but like, I don't really know. I mean, that's their business, not mine, but I would prefer them to stop. it's a type of a style, I guess, like, because the clothing that's out today, it involves sagging. So. Like the southern states, you know, like Georgia, of course, Louisiana, things like that.
Okay, Mr. Wells, thank you for your time. You're welcome.
Sagging is wearing one's pants around the hips so that they sag down and bunch up around the ankles. Originally, this was a prison thing that signified that you were another prisoner's property.
Somehow, sagging became a 1990s fashion trend.
Telvis is a sophomore at Benjamin E. Mays High School. His favorite hobbies include music producing. When asked what's most important to him, his first answer was family. He believes there is a misrepresentation of those who sag in the media.
I really don't know why I sag. I just sag because they just where I like wearing my pants. Nobody. I feel myself sag. Yeah, I sag around them. They asked me to put on the belt, but hey, this is where I wear my pants. I really don't like it, just something I do. Yeah, they sag every now and then. Depends on what we got on, we'll sag. Hey.
A person wearing sagging trousers is sometimes called a sagger. In some countries, this practice is known as low riding. It has become popular since the popularity of wearing brightly colored and patterned boxer shorts or briefs and trunks.
It's my opinion that children should not, or even adults should not wear sagging pants. It's not important to sag. It's important not to sag. And it's because, one, it's not appropriate attire, especially for school or in the place of work. And also because society puts a negative influence on that or impact on that. So if a person is trying to get into school or a job, they will be looked at in a negative fashion because of what they're wearing. It represents different things to different people. To me, it represents someone who does not understand society, the society in which we live, and the importance of looking appropriate for the occasions.
U.S. presidential candidate Barack Obama, speaking just before 2008 U.S. presidential election, appeared on TV and said laws banning the practice of wearing low-slung pants that expose one's underwear were a waste of time. Having that said, brothers should pull up your pants.
Corey B. Jarvis, head football coach of Mays High School, thinks that sagging is an unnecessary trend.
You know, when you look back at it, you know, like I said, where the roots started from, and then just the way it looks to the older generation, then I would say, corporate America, how it looks, you know, it doesn't look right, and I feel like that the younger generation need to, like, you know, really stop trying to do it. I believe it will, to be honest. You know, I think that as you all get older, y'all gonna see, you know, what we see, that in order for you to get a, you know, fair chance in, you know, getting a job and getting, you know, a fair shake on everything else that comes with this life, you're gonna need to stop sagging, and then you're gonna need to change the things that you do.
Sagging was born in the United States jails, where prisoners who were willing to have sex with other prisoners need to emit a signal that would go unnoticed by the guards so they wouldn't suffer consequences.
My perception, I think that it's just a social construct to express yourself. I don't think it gives any perception. I think that it just shows that children want to do what they want to do, and the more we say no, the more you guys say yes. So now, but like I said before, you went from too big clothes to now you're sagging too little clothes. So I think it's just kids just want to do what they want to do. No, I do have children and I do not allow them to sag. It just doesn't look right to me personally, and I don't think people should see my children's underwear. Expression, freedom of expression. It's the same reason that my generation wore high top fades with dye in it. It's the same reason the generation before that wore tie-dye clothes and tight bell bottoms. I think it's just like a social norm now that you guys have adopted. The problem is it's 40-year-old men sagging their pants. I don't have a problem with the child doing it per se, but they'll grow out of it. And I think a lot of times we focus on the growth process and focus on one of the little things that they may do. Like right now, you guys are wearing your hair uncombed. That's your style. It's not a big deal, but that's what you do. So we have more things to focus on, in my opinion.
Sagging was adopted by a variety of rap artists, such as Ice-T and Too Short, which enhances perceived tough guy catching. Sagging can even be taken a step further by wearing the droopy breeches backwards. By 1995, the style had seeped into mainstream teen culture. One no longer needed to be a wannabe gangster, sling 'em low. Pants worn this way are kept up by constantly hitching, an act that becomes an integral part of the walking style of the wearer.
I think it's ridiculous. Undergarments are not to be seen. That's why they're called undergarments. And sagging is just, it's not, I'll say it's unethical, but it's just not a good look. It doesn't prove to me that you're about something in life. And so you are what you represent many times, and that doesn't represent something that's noble or dignified. So I don't agree with it. I think that people should be able to express themselves to a certain degree, but sagging, showing your butt and the pants all the way down, that doesn't make sense to me. So no, I don't like it.